There's a specific moment in great audio when you realize something feels missing, and it isn't volume, it's foundation. The deep register that makes music feel alive and movies hit with impact. That's exactly where the KEF Kube 10 steps in. This isn't for someone chasing loudness or rattling walls. It's for you, someone who hears nuance. You've noticed when a soundtrack should shake the room but doesn't. Or when a bass line that should groove just feels thin. You don't want more noise, you want depth with control. Before you picture it under your setup, check the current price and availability. Quality subwoofers with refined design and serious power don't linger once people discover what they bring. You didn't decide you needed deeper bass overnight. It happened slowly. A powerful explosion in a movie felt flat. A low bass drop hit your chest on headphones but lacked punch through your system. You turned up the volume, but all that did was make things louder, not richer. That's when you realized your system wasn't finished, it was lacking foundation. The first time the KEF Kube 10 plays through your system, the difference isn't noise, it's presence. With a 10-inch driver and 300 watts of amplification, this isn't about boom. It's about precision. The low end feels grounded instead of loose. Deep effects don't overwhelm, they anchor the soundstage. You feel impact in music and movies without the rest of the frequencies muddying up. It gives your speakers room to breathe, instead of forcing them to compensate for missing lows. Once you experience controlled low-frequency extension like this, tinny bass feels like a compromise you shouldn't have accepted. Movies feel cinematic because every rumble has shape. Game audio feels layered because footsteps and effects stay distinct. Even music becomes more expressive because bass lines no longer hide, they drive the rhythm. And because this sub is powered and built with intention, it performs without distortion, even at higher volumes. Don't sit around hoping your current setup suddenly sounds full. Stock changes. Prices shift. But thin bass doesn't fix itself. Maybe you're asking, do I really need a sub? Here's the truth, low frequencies aren't optional. Without them, everything else sounds incomplete. A sub doesn't just add noise, it completes your audio. And with this level of engineering, you get accuracy, not chaos. There's a quiet satisfaction in hearing real bass, not muddy low end, not exaggerated boom, but controlled depth. Sound doesn't just get bigger, it gets balanced. The bass feels deep and authoritative. The low end feels structured and controlled. The impact feels precise, not rattling. The overall system feels complete. The listening experience feels richer. It's not a tiny add-on. And yes, it needs room to breathe. But that presence, that defined, confident low end, is what makes sound meaningful. Eventually, you stop settling for partial audio and start choosing clarity and depth. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay while your favorite tracks and scenes keep sounding unfinished. Check the price. See if it's available. And if it is, let your system finally feel as powerful as it looks.